Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing a buying books challenge. I started this challenge a few months back for myself so I could just kind of enjoy going to Barnes & Nobles and not having the pressure of buying a bunch of books, not giving into temptation of buying tons of books. So we're doing the buying one book only challenge today again. I believe the last few times I did it I failed miserably, so we're going to try again, and hopefully this time around we can actually buy only one book. I am so excited to go back to Barnes. I haven't been to Barnes & Nobles in like a month, which is very long for me, so I'm gonna take you guys along. So yeah, let's go buy one book.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show.
Don't get confused by the bag. There's only like 2 books in here, and I'm gonna do a book haul of some books that you might have already seen on my channel, but I haven't really gone into detail about them. I'm pretty bad at recording my videos in an order where I don't show you the books before I do book hauls sometimes, but we're working on it. Also, I just got the ultimate fall drink. This is an ice grande, and I just threw out the sticker. This is an ice grande pumpkin cream pumpkin foam chai latte with a shot of espresso, and then we only did 3 pumps of chai. It's so good. But let's get into the book haul. If you saw the main title of the video, we're trying to do a challenge where I only buy one book. That's the limit when I go to Barnes & Nobles, just so we can still enjoy the trip and not overspend. But I didn't know that during Labor Day weekend they were gonna have a sale on their hardcovers, and there was this new release book that I really wanted to get that I saw after I had already picked my one book. So we ended up getting 2 books in that little Barnes & Noble trip. And then I have a bigger book haul of some books that I have accumulated recently that I might have already talked about on here, but I'm going to read you guys the description of every single one of these books. And yeah, we're just gonna have a little fun fall situation here. So stay tuned for the fall vlog. Yeah, let's just get into the book haul, because that's what you're here for, right? Starting with the 2 books that I ended up getting in the Barnes & Noble's trip. I tried getting over my fear of film at Barnes & Noble's because that's always that I always really struggle with. It was pretty empty except 2 really mean energy teenage girls that were making fun of a lot of people. Actually, I don't even know if they're making fun of me, honestly. I try not to be self-centered if someone's just like laughing at something, but they were definitely making fun of these 2 kids that were having a conversation on the section right next to me. He was talking really loud and it was kind of funny. You're gonna see a clip of, I think you can hear him in the back explaining the plot of the book to this girl, but it was such a sweet interaction that I don't show the people in the video, but you can kind of hear them talking. But these girls were like full on just like laughing and like making fun of those 2 teenagers, and I didn't like that. I feel like there's always some mean teenagers at Barnes & Noble don't even buy books and just go to essentially do that. But anyways, let's just kind of get into the video. So the book that I ended up selecting as my main reason why I went to Barnes is a book called My Fault by Mercedes Ron. This is actually a book translated, I believe this is either a Spanish book or was an Italian book. There is a movie that has been so freaking popular, so I still have to watch it. It's on Amazon Prime called My Fault. There's a book, and one thing about me is that if there's a movie, I have to read the book before I watch the movie. That's what we're doing. We're gonna read this book and then we're gonna give the movie a try, because usually, and I'm like a broken record with this, the book is always way better than the movie. We're gonna see if I'm actually right about that. So that's the first book. I'm gonna read you guys the description real quick. It says, 17-year-old Noah Morgan lives a quiet, normal life with her mother in Toronto until her mother meets and marries William Lester, a wealthy and enigmatic lawyer from California. Noah finds herself moving to LA, leaving her volleyball team, her best friend, and her boyfriend behind. Upon arriving in her new life of private schools and pool parties, she meets her new brother Nicholas, a college student and similarly the typical spoiled-rich kid. Noah has no desire to get along with him, especially when she discovers Nick's secret life of clandestine car racing and street fights. Not to mention, Noah has her own demons on her tail and doesn't want Nick's nose in any of them. But that doesn't mean the 2 don't account for what is a powerful physical attraction between them, enough to turn their world upside down. I think I heard that that was the plot of the movie, but maybe I thought I heard wrong. The only time I've seen the whole stepbrother trope situation work out was in the movie Clueless. I really like that movie, but I don't know. I really hope it's not like an overly steamy book, because it's just gonna make me highly uncomfortable. But that is what this book is about. Then let's move on to the book that kind of broke the challenge for me. Here's the reason why this challenge was not completed correctly. And that is because One for My Enemy, the special Barnes & Noble edition, which is usually $26, was only $13 because all of their hardcovers, or most of them, were 50% off. So I just had to get it. An excuse for this book, I have literally a whole reasoning behind every single book you see back there that I have purchased, but this one, it's so good. I'm gonna show you guys the art inside this book because it's just so cool. But there is some art, and it has some art on it, and it just looks so freaking cool. Real world, meaning that it's like a modern take on fantasy. I think this is what's happening with this book, if I'm not mistaken. And that's kind of how The Cruel Prince is, where like they take you back and forth between the fairyland. I'm not saying this has fairies, but it does have a modern take on it. I love it when books also take place in New York. If I'm not mistaken, this is also a New York setting book, and it's perfect for fall. It's gonna make me want to watch When Harry Met Sally. But we're gonna read you guys the description real quick so I can better explain what the book is about. It says, look at the art though. It's like the art doesn't match. The lighting doesn't let you guys see it very well, but it's really cool. It says, on one side of the conflict at the Antonova sisters, each one beautiful, cunning, and ruthless, and their mother an elusive supplier of premium intoxicants known only as baga yava, so it's like a drug. whistleblower situation, or lady in this case. On the other side, the influential Federal brothers serve their father, the crime boss known as Koschei the Deathless, whose community extortion ventures to dominate the shadows of magical Manhattan. It is a New York book. I was right. After 12 years of tenuous coexistence and change in families' interests causes a rift in the existing stalemate. I really hope the writing of this book is not this heavy because I'm already like feeling stupid. When bad blood brings both families to the precipice of disaster, fate intervenes with that chance encounter, and in aftershock of a resurrected conflict, everyone must choose a side. As each of the siblings struggle to take their claim, fraying royalties threaten to rot each other from the inside out. If that is, the enmity between empires doesn't destroy them at first. Is this a Romeo and Juliet retelling? Am I thinking of the right book? You know, I think it is, honestly, and I'm just gonna stick with that knowledge. And if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me nicely in the comments. Yeah, this is not a knowledge channel. We make mistakes here. I'll probably be dropping everything on my TBR to read this as soon as I'm done with this video, and I don't want to hear it. Okay. Then we've got The Brothers Hawthorne. This is book number, I want to say this is still part of the series. It's probably book number 4 on this series. I'm not going to read you guys the description because this is so advanced in the series already, and it could contain a lot of spoilers for you. But this book takes place in the same universe of the Inheritance game, and that is kind of like a mystery slash puzzle solving situation. It's giving Knives Out, the movie, kind of, with like the old man and all of that. Then we have a love triangle that I was obsessed with and I became kind of disappointed with at the end. Although I'm not like done with this book, I just don't think nothing's gonna happen relating to that love triangle. But it is a YA book, so it does read really young, so I do recommend you guys pick this up. I'm already pretty deep into it, but I did purchase this book as soon as it came out. Some people got the special edition, which I was tempted to get, but I just couldn't get myself to pay that much money for it, so we got the regular one. I had to realize that I actually talked about 2 of these books in the video I just posted, and I am so sorry. Maybe even more. This is getting repetitive and I'm sorry, so you can probably just like, I don't know, click out of this video because I'm getting repetitive. But I got House of Salt and Sorrows. This is another fantasy book. I'm gonna read you guys the description so we can get through it. Annalie lives in a sheltered life at Highmore with her sisters. Once they were 12, but loneliness fills the grand halls. Now that 4 of the girls' lives have been cut short, each death more tragic than the last. Disturbed by a series of ghostly visions, Annalie becomes increasingly suspicious that her sister's death were no accidents. Actually, I'm not gonna keep reading. I feel like the back of this book contains spoilers. This is a very short fantasy book. Give it a chance. I don't know. I haven't read even a page of it. Belladonna, I literally just talked about this book in my last video, but I did purchase this book recently and I should have just saved it for this book haul. But I have the bad habit of reading the books as I purchase them. That's why my TBR is like huge back there, because I buy a new book, I stop what I'm doing and I start reading that new book, and it's just like a really bad habit. So yeah, essentially death is the love interest in this book, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't think I have shown you guys this book in any book hauls. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is As Good as Death. I'm pretty sure this is book number 3 in a Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I have heard a lot of mixed reviews about this book. I'm not gonna read you guys the description. I'm not really sure what this follows. I feel like they could have wrapped this up in 2 books. Not a lot of people like the 3rd book in this series. I could probably be cut short, but this is, if you don't know, Good Girl's Guide to Murder, it's a series that's currently being turned into a TV show. It is about this girl who is really obsessed with true crime stuff and decides to solve the murder of this girl in her high school that got murdered by in high school, and she doesn't believe the guy did it. So then she starts like coming up with all these conspiracy theories about who might have done it. And there's a little bit of romance in this series, which I really wish they would have like expanded on, because it's probably some of the best content on this series. And yeah, I'm getting tired, so I'm just gonna wrap it up. But this is the last book in the haul. Funny thing is that I actually thought that I didn't have enough content to upload a video with a book haul, but I cannot stop talking. I underestimate how much I talk in videos. Like, I ramble a lot. And that brings us to the end of the video. I'm just gonna shut up, go away, enjoy the video, go get yourself one of these drinks. It's absolutely fallen crack. I'm obsessed with saying the word crack these days. I have never done crack. I just really want to clarify that. But yeah, I don't know why I felt the need to clarify that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I have a fun reading vlog coming up, so stay tuned.